Welcome to English with Teacher. I'm Teacher. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're having a great day. So, first of all, please like, share, and subscribe. I haven't been reminding you guys, and we don't have enough viewers. Come on, spread the word. We need more viewers. I'm trying to help everyone. So today, we will be doing advanced English conversation. And we're going to be talking about weddings. So women can tune in and guys can go watch the football game or something because you don't want to hear this, honestly. So I will be doing this with my wonderful co-host. So ma'am, would you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, hello teacher, Anna from Vietnam.
Thank you very much for joining me all the way from Vietnam, Anna. It is awesome to have you here. So, everybody in Vietnam is off this week. Everybody's on holidays. They have Tet, and that is their New Year. And the Tet New Year is a lot like Christmas here. Actually, the way Christmas used to be more than it is now. But yeah, so everyone has the entire week off, and so half my students are not going to be here because they're taking Tet vacation, and they're going to be busy with their friends. So, first of all, let's start with the questions. So, what are some traditional customs in Vietnamese weddings?
Oh yes, traditional Vietnamese weddings often include formal proposals ceremony and engagement ceremony and man wedding day, total maybe 2 days. That the whole family involvement of the whole
Is
family.
the family is involved. The whole
Yeah,
family is involved.
the whole family is involved. That's a very important. Yeah, a must. And offerings such as tea, wine, and fruits and sweet cake. Commonly presented to the bride's family. That they bring
It
from yeah.
is presented to the bride's family.
Yeah, yes, this is the presented to the bride's family.
Okay, and what's the engagement party? How does that
Um,
work? So if I want to ask a beautiful Vietnamese woman to marry me, how do I do this?
yes, you you and your family to visit the bride's family with a gift such as tea, wine, and petal leaves. You know, petal leaves are a kind of leaves in Vietnam that um and it's the formal event where the couple exchange rings. Yeah, you have to bring rings, engagement rings as well.
Oh my,
And
okay.
yes, and yeah, and you submit all of them to your bride in front of her families.
Oh, okay. And does the father say yes or no?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's before that, before
So
you
so
come
you
to.
you might want to bring a bottle of wine for the father. I'm just saying, right? Just to
Yes,
help things a little bit.
before of that day. Yeah, before of that day, you have to ask the bride's family first. Then they say yes, you will come.
I ask the bride first to make sure she says yes, and then I ask her
Yes,
family
yes.
if it's okay. See,
Yes, of course.
you're skipping a lot of parts here. Somebody's going to get in trouble, all right? So we need to include everything. Come on.
So definitely your girlfriend has a yes for us.
Can you imagine if you and your girlfriend walk into her family's place and you start giving her family all this stuff in front of her and she's like, I don't even want to marry him. Get like
In the past, yeah, in the past, the from families just talk with because they with the bride's family only. After that, her family will talk with her.
so I don't have to propose to her. Her father will tell her. Oh,
Yes,
night. This,
yes, in
see,
the past, yeah,
that takes a lot of pressure off me. I'm not saying that that's a bad idea.
yes, her family have her to decide who will be where in the prom.
You know, I've heard people talking about this, and some guys are saying that women might be choose better husbands if their father still chose them for them.
Yes.
Okay. And how do people choose the wedding date?
Um, People choose the wedding day. Many Vietnamese families choose a wedding day based on advice from the fortune teller, like a guy who had knowledge about the good date or bad date, like that, to ensure the good look and property.
Prosperity?
Yeah, property,
No. Prosperity?
prosperity.
If you want to use big words, you have to pronounce them right. Um, yes, and I've heard when they're choosing babies' names, they sit down and they figure out the time that they were born and everything. And that's the interesting part about Vietnamese names.
Just like that.
There's
Yeah.
no family name like there is in the West. In the West, everyone in my family has the same last name, parent. Okay? So my parents only choose the first, I have 4 names, so they chose the first 3 names. But, and there's also no male and female names in Vietnamese, which is another interesting thing.
Yes.
Because we have some names that are kind of, Francis, Robin. There's a few names that can be used for a man or a woman. But then we have distinctive names, like Carl is a very male name. Now, Carol, Carol,
Yes.
is a very female name, right? Is a name that's used for women. So, same as like Stephen is a very male name. Stephanie is a name that's used for women. So we have gender specific names here, and we have a couple universal names. But all the names in Vietnamese are universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an interesting thing. Okay, so who usually attends the engagement ceremony?
Yes. Close family members and relatives from both sides usually attend the engagement ceremony. Also, their friends and maybe college and
Whoa,
close friends,
colleagues.
colleagues.
G.
Yeah, colleague.
Right. Colleague.
Yeah.
College is a school. Colleague is a...
Yes, I usually confuse two words.
Yes, I noticed. I kind of seen that. As your teacher, I've noticed. So that's why we're trying to sort them out. So college is a school.
Yeah.
Colleague is a person,
Yes.
right? A person you work with Could be a person you attend school with, is your school colleague, but usually it's a work colleague. Okay?
Yeah.
I figure if I say it a few times, it'll help. So basically, family and close friends.
Yes.
What do the bride and groom wear in a traditional Vietnamese wedding?
Yes, in the traditional Vietnamese wedding, the bride typically wear an áo dài and traditional Vietnamese dress, often in red or gold, symbolizes happiness and property,
No, come on. We just
pros- prosperity.
nice. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the groom usually wear a matching áo dài or suit.
And what does red stand for?
Breast.
Yes.
Yes,
In Vietnamese culture, what does the color red stand for?
is for the wind, like wind to have together to have the other. Maybe it's it's because the lucky and like happy. I think so.
Yes, it's not right, but you think it is. Red is the traditional Vietnamese color for passion
Yes.
and intensity. So it shows the passion of the couple.
No.
And what does gold stand for?
Yeah.
What does gold stand for?
For happy
For power
and
prosperity.
rich.
Right. Rich, power, prosperity.
Yeah.
Right? So you have passion and you have prosperity. And that's why the red and the gold go together for the wedding.
Yes.
See,
It
even
also
I know
the-
that.
Yeah, because you are part of Vietnamese.
Yes, I think so. Ever since I eat the shrimp sauce, people tell me I'm part Vietnamese. Stuff is tasty. Oh my god. Okay, we went through the colors. How do guests show congratulations to the couple?
Yes, guests often bring the envelopes
On envelopes.
envelopes containing money as a gift for couple.
We get red envelopes.
Yes, and yeah, this has the new way start their lives together. I think.
Nice, nice. We're like kids on Tet. We get red envelopes.
Yes, like that.
Okay, now I'm supposed to share about. See, she came up with these questions, right? So that's why I'm pushing her because she better know the answers. But the last thing she put is teacher should share about the weddings in Canada. So in Canada, we do everything in one day because people have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh.
Right? So yeah, I wish that we had. I wish that we spent more time like other cultures, like Vietnam. And
Yes, we had 3 times. Oh, we had 3 days after wedding.
right, so you have the wedding and you have the lead up to the wedding, the wedding celebration, and the big parties after. And it's not just Vietnam. Most Eastern Asian cultures, even like Indian cultures and things like that, they celebrate weddings a lot more. It's like a wedding's a bigger part of their life than it is in Canada. And I think that kind of shows in the dedication that people have to their weddings. They put more effort into the wedding and they put more effort into the marriage. That's what I think. So in Canada, it's kind of a rushed thing. Typically, it's the couple's decision. they don't involve the parents in the decision. I'm not.
Oh,
I don't. I don't think that's such a good thing sometimes, because I think our parents think more clearly than us. I think sometimes people that are in love are really stupid and make bad decisions. And I'm not saying man, woman, I'm saying when everyone is in love, we tend to make stupid decisions. So I think sometimes having the outside influence like they do in Vietnam is a good thing, because your parents can probably see things that you can't. So that's kind of a one-on-one thing. A lot of the times they'll share, I'm thinking about proposing, I think he's going to ask me to marry him. The man asks the woman, typically. That's changing a little bit. But it's the couple's decision to get married. Then the family attends, but they're not involved as much. You might have a couple relatives in your wedding party that stand up with you and they're involved, but most of your family just comes and sits, watches the ceremony, and then eats with you after and celebrates. They're not as hands-on involved. In Canada, people usually give presents. Money's not as much. A lot of cultures, European cultures, they have like a wishing well to give money, and then they give presents on top of that and things like that. But yeah, it's not as big of a deal as it should be in Canada, I think. Some people work Friday, get married on Saturday, and go back to work on Monday.
Yeah.
Right? And that's it. Now we're married.
How about honeymoon? Honeymoon.
A lot of people can't afford a honeymoon. Right? A lot of people don't have the money for that. You know? People, like the top 20% of people can afford honeymoons. But the rest of people in Canada really can't afford that type of thing. So, yeah, it's very... the West has become a very business-oriented thing, and I don't think we celebrate the important things in life, like weddings and like holidays like Christmas and that. I don't think we celebrate them as honestly and as big as we should be. Right? And I think that's the turn towards too much of a survival instinct and making money kicking in, and people not so they're not taking the time to do the more important things in life.
Yeah.
So that's my take on the weddings, the difference between Canada and Vietnam. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Vietnam does have its little flaws for a country, but overall, you guys do a lot of things better than we do here. And yeah, it makes me very, very happy to be associated with Vietnamese people, and very excited to hopefully live there someday.
Yes.
Anything else about weddings?
I think that's okay for me.
We got
But I
everything.
don't. Yes, because I don't need to have wedding in Canada.
Yes, and hopefully I have to have a wedding in Vietnam. So there you go.
Yeah,
We need to
I
know.
hope so.
We need to know more about Vietnam than we do Canada. So that's important.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me today. These little things are fun when we talk about the differences in culture and everything. Because I think a lot of people here don't understand the culture in Vietnam, and a lot of people in Vietnam don't understand the culture here. And I think understanding what the other people do and what they go through in life and everything is a major step to understanding and compassion towards the other person. Make sense?
Yes. It
Okay.
makes sense.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you everyone at home for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from it. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day.